Alright, so now we're going to be on TCG Player to check the value that we've seen here. So let's see. We have some cards. We got the Iono. Excuse me. So we're going to get to the worst part of this, through the cons and then the pros, because I know a lot of you guys think this set doesn't have a lot of cons, but for me, it may not have a lot of cons, but it's got some we got to talk about. And this is one of them. This Charizard right here is an example of a con. So this Charizard, if you don't know, it looks familiar. It's probably because it's from the set that you all love and know, Obsidian Flames. This Charizard, when it came out, was about $16 when it wasn't reprinted. So this Charizard, if you simply just log up Charizard EX right here, and you go to Charizard EX, alright, you scroll down. That Charizard's $5 for like the promo. We'll talk about the promos in a little bit, what I think about those. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. So right now, the Obsidian Flames is $7. It says it's 15, don't believe that. You go off the market price. So when you see this, you know they fucked up pretty badly. You can see here, when this came out, this was what, $20? Wait, almost $20? And then when that set came out, Paldean Fates, as it gets reprinted versions of every card will go down. So seeing this was, I think, a couple days before it came out, it was $15, went up to 16, and then right when that set came out, it just went downwards to $8, and now it literally can't even go above 10. So this Charizard is no longer you're able to invest in. I think it would be a bad decision to invest in this card, knowing that now this is a reprinted card. Now, it's sad to say that you can now no longer actually invest in a Charizard anymore because it was been reprinted. I think that's just absolutely bullshit. Why do you reprint Charizards that don't need to be reprinted in the first place? I don't know, but they reprinted this Charizard and now it's what? Only $7 when it used to be what? $18, $16? I know for a lot of people they might not think that's a lot, or it went down a lot, but it is, because this card usually was able to stay at either $16 or $20. I mean, look at that. Before that, this card was doing hecka good, staying at like double digits. Now it's single digits at $7.75. So they reprinted a Charizard that could have changed the whole meta forever, but now they didn't do that. They seriously reprinted the worst Charizard to be reprinted. Literally, that's the worst thing you could have done, because now we won't see what that Charizard could have actually have been. They reprinted this Iono, which probably now the Iono that this card was reprinted that Iono, which I don't even know why the heck they reprinted that. Now it's what? Oh my gosh. That used to be, what, $2? It's now, bruh. Dang, dude, they ruined that Iono for sure. They ruined that Iono. Even the illustration rares, which is a bad thing because I love the illustration rares, but they really did them dirty in this set. Like the Palmy, I think might be at like $10, $15 more than the fucking Magic Heart. Nope, it's not even $1. These are all 43 cents. Did you look at that? That went up to $5 when it first came out. And it went down to 95 cents just 2 days afterwards. And now look at it. It's literally 30 cents for it. For this Palmy. It's literally a bulk card. But for me, it's not a bulk card, for sure. I don't give a shit what fucking Pokemon has to say about it. Gotta be on something to make these cards, what, 40 fucking cents? You got Paldean. 44 cents. This card used to be exactly $5, not more than the other one, but again, I like the Paldean design. I mean, the designs have something good going for it. It's not that. It's the fact that they're not even expensive, when they should be at least $15. I mean, look at their design. They're unique compared to the other ones, and know what the other sets. Who cannot see that is stupid as hell. Literally. Look at the Wog Trio. I mean, look at that. Look how neat that card looks. And now look at it. It used to be $8. And now it's down to legit only 70 cents. Well, 46 cents. So, I mean, I don't even know what to think anymore. Oh, Judge is $1, so that's a good sign. I mean, Judge, he was one of the easier ones to pull, so it's of course going to be an obvious C21% drop. So it makes sense why he's no longer expensive. It makes absolute sense. I just don't see it personally, in my opinion. It used to be what, $5? You could see it. It actually is pretty good. It's picking up a good battle, at least a little bit. You can see it's kind of going up a little bit there. Was like 9, that's going up to $1.10, so that's good. I don't see that being like more than the Iono for sure. Heck no. I'm not talking the SIR because we all know that won't be that. The Squawkabilly got reprinted. The Gardevoir got reprinted. Let's talk about the reprinted versions, and then we'll get to why I hate reprinted. Squawkabilly got reprinted. The Gardevoir got reprinted. The Toedscroll got reprinted. The Novarin got reprinted. See about the other ones real quick. This one got reprinted. This one got reprinted. Trying to see which are the other ones that got reprinted. So there are a couple reprinted versions. Well, anyways, we're just now going to talk about the final part of this video, or the well, not final part, we still got like a 10-20 minute video left, so let's just go down here and let's go to the special illustration rares, alright? So here we go, probably everybody's favorite part of the fucking set, the special illustration rares. First up we have Arvin, $13 for an Arvin. I really don't think they did Arvin well this set like they did in the base set. They ruined him again. I'm not surprised. They tend to ruin Arvin in a very bad manner. I mean, this card had a lot of chances, but again, Pokemon and TCG player ruined that shit for sure. For sure ruined it. $13. This used to be what, $34? That's still low for an SIR. I mean, come on. It wasn't even out for, what, a month or two, and now it's, what? Again, it's, like, terrible? How could you possibly do that to such a good card? I mean, when you look at this design, I can't see a flaw. Can you? Can you see a flaw? Why, this card would just be, what? Simple $13? I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, look. They got Mabu Stiff like they did in the illustration rare for Arvin. They got Arvin, the Pokeball, Ketchup, Mustard, looking like wiener dogs or something. They even got a girl in the background throwing the stuff in the air. This is an SIR. It's not just an art that's all over the place like the Charizard from Obsidian Flames, where there's seriously nothing to the motherfucker. They've got something to this card. They have a good thing going for this, but they actually ruined the complete thing by making it $13. I can't be the only one to think that this card doesn't get recognition. I can't be the only one, right? Please state in the comments if I'm the only one that thinks Arvin is underrated. I can't be the only one that thinks one of the best trainers from the Scarlet and Violet games, Arvin has to be one of the worst cards in the world. I can't be the only one that thinks that they're not giving this card recognition. I cannot be the only one that thinks that. Arvin, man, I think you should be worth about $100 more than the Charizard. I mean, look at the damn Charizard. It's just like Obsidian Flames. They just did it if it's shiny, bro. If it was unshiny, it would be a reprinted version of a Charizard that's not even doing good so far. So I don't see that, though. I just don't see it. I honestly don't see it. I love the artworks. I still think this set is a beautiful set. I just hate what they did to so many of the cards. I hate what they did to them. I hate they reprinted so many when their lazy ass could have actually made new versions of them. Here's Iono. So they fucked this card up too. 19% price drop. Shut the hell up. See, that was $100. It was $100 for the Iono, okay? But This card had so much hype in Japan. I don't know what's the difference between Japan cards and English cards. I honestly don't see why you hate English cards more than you hate Japanese. Japanese, I think we should all love Japan Pokemon cards. I mean, honest to God, they have better quality for their designs. So freaking good. This Iono, there's no way they're telling me that this shitty ass gay ass Iono, right here, 250. No, that's the wrong one. This Iono right here. I can't be on the things that this gay ass Iono, the weird vampire looking freak, is $78. When this other Iono has something good going for it, and is what? $36. $36 for this Iono. This is like if Pokemon cards were made in paradise, it was made in heaven paradise. Paradise heaven. I said that in the video, last video, talking about this in the opening, saying this card looks like paradise heaven. Honest to God, they did this card again. Terrible. I mean, literally, they have not done a simple good card for an SIR since Paldean evolved. I'm going to state that out of my mind. Paldean evolved. They did the cards bad again. They have never done a good set with good cards. I mean, they've done it good for good cards. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, they didn't do it well for design purposes. Okay? Like, their design was great. I'll give it to them like that. But their value is so low. So, when you compare them to, like, the Sun and Moon, not Sun and Moon, yeah, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, SIRs, aka alternate arts, alright? They were blowing it out of the field with those, for those alternate arts. The Latios and Latios, example, going for about $1,000. You got the Umbreon VMAX, going for $600 and some dollars. These cards have a design that could compete with the Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon sets for their special illustration rares for this set and their alternate arts. They could pick up a big fat battle, but I don't think Pokemon and TCG player wants to see that. There's one reason to why I think they don't want to see that. That's because those were the original designs. All right. I know these are kind of copying those, but I think they're doing it in a way where you can't consider them copying. They're unique. They're more unique. Because again, yes, they are exactly like the They're exactly like the SIRs, like these sets that came out, like the Scarlet and Violet SIRs, alternate arts, whatever the fuck you call them, are just like all the other cards for alternate arts. I get that shit. I get that 150%. I mother freaking get it. But what I don't get is the fact they won't let these cards go inside the prime days that they're supposed to go into. We all know every card is supposed to hit their prime. And it seems like the prime they're only going to get is when they first release on the first day. And then afterwards, they're done with their prime. A prime doesn't just stay there for what? 15 hours, 20 hours a day? And then the prime ends. It's not like that, okay? For me, I simply don't think their primes deserve to last less than one day, less than an hour, and then they start trembling down in value. I see that as a lose-lose for the investors and for Pokemon. Pokemon, you've got a big problem on your shoulders with me. I love you, Pokemon. I don't know what I'd do without you. I've been collecting you for 10 years now. Been collecting you since I was a toddler, since I was 4 or 5 years old. 9 to 10 years I've been collecting you non-stop. And I have to say I'm very disappointed. I just can't see the fact that you just won't let the Ionos and all the SIRs become expensive. It's not hard. Make this Iono bigger than the other SIR Iono. Okay, don't make it what, $35. Okay, I get it. Some people can't afford the most expensive cards. I get that. If that's what they're doing, then they're doing a good job of it. But I also see that maybe you should make them work towards investing in it, alright? They shouldn't be that easy to invest in, because not only is that going to affect their outcomes in the long run, it's not going to do really good no matter what. So putting this card so low is not going to do well in the long run. People are going to buy them like crazy. The value is even going to go down even more because more people are going to get their hands on it because they're more affordable for them. If you make them a little bit more expensive like the Latios and Latias, then they'll want to buy it more. You'll get more money in exchange. The people will be more happy because then they'll actually seem like they're making a good profit and a good outcome with their money. They're not going to say, oh crap, I spent $30-some on this Iono and now it's $10. So at least you'll be trying to do something good for them in the long run. I see that. I just don't know if you're going to do exactly as I said. So I don't know. The Mew. Let's not even get started with the Mew. I love this card. I have it. I'm not kidding. I'm not capping. I have the Iono. Not the Iono. I had the Iono, but I sold it, remember? I have the Mew. I pulled this when I opened up mini tins. That's the Mew. I pulled it out of mini tins. So, yeah. Look at that shit. $75. $76. This card used to be, what, 137, 135, 133? That was a good price range for this card. Good design, good illustration. I mean, this card deserved, and a lot of people love this card. But no, they still don't give a shit, and they're bringing down the value. $133 was a good price for this card. Not too high and not too low. 133 might be, but if you look at this card long enough, you see something in this card you've never seen in any other Pokemon. That's how I felt when I saw this card. It's my favorite card of all time. How can you not love having two Dugtrios, whatever the freak it is, having them in the background? They deserve more recognition, so you not giving them that should be a crime. Honestly. This shit right here, this Charizard. Well, y'all know this Charizard is absolute dog water. I can tell you why. Look at this. If you remove him being shiny, it would be the exact same Charizard from Obsidian Flames. Now, I want to chase this card because I love my Charizards, no matter if they're complete shit or what. I love to invest in them. But, at the same time, I don't think I want this card anymore. It's beautiful, but it's not original. This is the same design you put for the Obsidian Flames Charizard. The Charizard that did well and that squandered down to literally shit amount of money. 30 to 40 bucks for that Charizard is outrageously dumb as hell. The design might not be worth much. I get that. But why in the entire world would you make this design for a Charizard? I agree with other people. We have too many sets that Charizard is becoming the most expensive set ever. I'm telling you. You got what? I mean, literally, you have a Blastoise and Venusaur. Those designs, in my opinion, yes. They need to have a set that's literally originally based on Blastoise, Venusaur, or Zapdos. And not just be focused on a Charizard. Because once you drop a Charizard in every other set, it's going to become the most expensive. It will become the most expensive set, the most expensive card in the set, no matter what. We've seen too many Charizards coming out of our ass for the past year. And they've always been the most expensive card when there's other unique ones out there. I don't know what you are doing, Pokemon. I do not know what you are doing, but I do know one thing. It's not a good deed. It's not a good deed. It's not a good idea. It's going to bite you in the butt in the long run. I'm sorry. It's the truth, though. I don't think that you have to do the Charizard so dirty. Like, you're putting so many Charizards out there. We're going to get completely numb from all the damn Charizards you're giving us. We're not going to want to invest in Charizards anymore, because this is the prime example of not making them original. I mean, look at this shit. 114 bucks for a Charizard that's just like the original one that you... I don't even know. This stuff's pissing me off. I mean, I really don't know. You've got a big problem here. I still love collecting. But honest to God, bro. Sorry, God. I didn't mean to put your name in vain. Can you please forgive me, God? I did not mean to put your name in vain. I just got angry. I'm sorry. See, I get angry, and now God probably is mad at me. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm not gonna curse no more. I just let my anger get the best of me over this. So, this card was like $50 for the Nimona. Now it's what? $11. This card I can see, there's nothing really in it. It's complete crap. This Gardevoir, I love this Gardevoir. This is the only good side for the SIRs. This Gardevoir is more expensive than the Charizard EX SIR from Obsidian Flames, which is something I think is absolutely deserving of. And then you got this Charizard too. Look at this design. This design is beautiful. I mean, look at that. Everything, the Wooper in the background, the Tedemish, or however you pronounce the name, Gardevoir right there, doing whatever the heck she's doing. Beautiful design. It feels like heaven again. Then you got Clive, which is, I think, my second most favorite one, though. You've got Sylveon in the background, Mila, Ortega, Guacamole, Clive right there, the Star Grunt leaders and stuff. I don't know. If one of these are Grusha and the other one's Gita, I'm not sure. Because why else would they be there? I'm pretty sure one of those is Gita and the other one's Grusha. $13.55. This was $30. That's what I think would be its peak. It's going to be its biggest peak for sure. So now we're going to go over our last part of today's video after we do this. And then here's the penny, of course, with the Umbreon and stuff. So now we're going to go over the shiny rares. So, shiny rares. I want to die. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Ah, dang. High to low. We'll do off the highest. Pikachu. I see that as a good win-win. Charmander, Charmeleon. I mean, all the shinies are good. I love all the shinies. I think they're absolutely great. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.